What's up everybody, Jose here. Last time we were doing a countdown, we were counting down which of our favorite minigames should be their own full games. Mostly because some stupid mushroom got his minigame turned into a $40 game. And what are you doing?
Aren't you gonna get mad at it?
No, because we've used that gag so many times, it's kind of getting old. We've used like 3 or 4 videos. Anyways, we thought we'd take that same concept and apply it to characters. Though we had to make some adjustments just because we had trouble finding out what was and wasn't a minor character. So welcome to the top 5 characters we want to see expanded upon. Rules of this list are simple. These are the characters that aren't always in the spotlight and sometimes can be forgotten. They're the characters that offer something notable in the story, but after that they kind of don't matter. So sorry Sidekicks, you're out. And 1 entry per franchise. So with all that, it's time for a countdown. You wanna know what's fun? Borderlands 2, guns, explosions, psychos, and anything that would make the ESRB, FCC, KFC, and PTC flip their shits. Mix this all into one and you get Tiny Tina. This demolition expert is batshit crazy, but she's a lot of fun to be around. I mean, she holds some killer tea parties, runs some awesome B&B games, and has toys with great badunkadunks.
But I'ma need their badunkadunks first, and they got stole by the
Missiles. Badunkadunks are missiles. Sure, she was the main driving force in Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep DLC for Borderlands 2, but we don't actually know that much about her past. We kind of know how she became an orphan, and sometime after she met Roland and Brick from Borderlands 1. That's about it, so she does have some room to grow as a character and give a little bit more backstory. That, and honestly, we want some more kick-ass Borderlands DLC.
That's the end of my show. I'd like to thank Mr. Talk about musical guest calm moderation. Good night, everybody!
So, did you actually want to ask me the question, or...?
Tina said goodnight, Moxie! Show's over!
Oh man, I love the Donkey Kong series. It's a series that has solid platforming in both the new games and the old ones. When it comes to the characters that should be expanded upon, there are a few Kongs that come to my mind. No, not any of these Kongs. They already have their own games. I'm talking about these 3 Kongs, Tiny, Lanky, and Chunky. These 3 are playable characters in Rare's Donkey Kong 64 for the Nintendo 64. Now I'm not using this as an excuse to make another Donkey Kong 64-esque game, but seriously Nintendo, come on, do it. It's just that we didn't see much of these Kongs in the main games after 64. Tiny Kong has been in some spin-off games. After a redesign, she was a playable character in Mario Super Sluggers, Donkey Kong Barrel Blast, and Diddy Kong Racing DS. Lanky and Chunky Kong weren't as lucky. Lanky was also playable in Barrel Blast and has been referenced in other games. Meanwhile, Chunky has only had some small cameos and references. At least Nintendo still acknowledges they exist, so there's some hope they may return as main characters. Hopefully. You know what was another great 3D platform game from the Nintendo 64 era? Banjo Kazooie. The Banjo Kazooie series.
No, if anyone's going to talk about this series, it's going to be the resident rareware expert, Sagita.
Okay, wait a minute, wait. Why didn't you stop me when I was talking about Donkey Kong 64?
Out! First, let's take a look at my main man Mambo here. Nope, nope, get that off the screen. Nope, we agreed never ever to talk about that one again. In the first game, he transformed you into various other animals and a pumpkin, whatever. In the second game, he was a playable character, but you really just kind of picked him up, walked him to his magic spot, did a little dance, and then took him home. His dialogue kind of makes him sound a little dim-witted, but that only makes him sound more fun and could make a game about him pretty funny. His origin story could be a pretty epic tale, like he has to go on some crazy quest or adventure to reach his full potential, or maybe it could explain why he even becomes a shaman or something like that. Or a game after Banjo-Tooie where he goes on some epic adventure that ultimately leads to his interest in carts.
It's not unusual for a franchise to have a one-time playable character, or a character that's only important in one game. Usually these characters fade into obscurity, never to be seen again. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case with the Sonic series. Whenever they introduce a new character, Sega makes sure to shove that character in as much media as they can. And they introduce a lot of characters, over all types of media. But we only care about video games. Team Chaotix, consisting of Vector the Crocodile, Espio the Chameleon, and Charmy the Bee, is a group of characters that came from nowhere. They originally appeared in Knuckles Chaotix for the Sega 32X, but you might know them more from the multi-platform title, Sonic Heroes. Like most characters that transition from 2D to 3D, they got some personality, a little bit of story, and they got some voices.
Let's go!
Moving on, in Sonic Heroes, it says that they're part of a detective agency, and that's all we know. These characters have had numerous appearances throughout the Sonic franchise, but mostly in the form of cameos. It would be interesting to see more of their detective agency and to get to know them better. Though Sega, you can hold off on that until you find out what the hell you're doing with the Sonic series. I mean, like, seriously, come on.
Besides, you know our policy. We never turn down work that pays.
Yeah, you know our policy!
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Yes, sir!
Roger.
The Mario series has a lot of minor characters. Some are bosses that we see on few occasions, such as Petey Piranha or King Boo. Others are simple folks that help us on our quest. Most of them have a purpose, and then there's some that don't. One of these stands out from the rest, just because I want to know, what is the deal with Waluigi? This dude is internet royalty, playing parts in internet jokes and memes. Yet this guy's sole purpose is to be Wadio's double partner in tennis. That's it! But I know the comments are gonna say, but Jose, he's Wadio's partner and Luigi's rival. Is he? Is he really? In which game? Other than the Mario Party and Sports series, Waluigi only appears as a villain in the DDR game. That's it. He doesn't even appear in any of the Wario games. So Nintendo, please give a reason for this guy to exist. It's not like you have any other characters that are basically a doubles partner. So everybody, that's our top 5 expanded characters we want to see, but we want to hear from you guys. What characters do you want to see expanded upon or just see more of in games? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Anyways, thanks as always for watching, and if you want to get updated when our next video comes out, hit that subscribe button down there somewhere. I'm done. Down. Did you just throw a toad at me?
Yes, hit the $100 mic with the $200 camera.
Whoops.